James Charles launched his new brand Painted yesterday, and a lot of drama came from the launch. From his lab getting exposed, people talking about the possibility of these paints being rushed and not tested properly, and then we have his actual launch and his launch party. It's been really interesting to see the amount of influencers supporting James with Painted and the reaction to his first product going live. It's a mess, so let's get into it. James has finally launched his own brand Painted, and all weekend long he's been preparing for launch day. He started off by going over all the celebrities who've worn his Create paints. He already mentioned Beyonce, but he also had Becky G, Nicki Minaj, BB Rexa, Avril Lavigne, and Cardi B. Now, it's not like these people reached for Painted on their own or anything. They most likely didn't even know Painted was being used on them. James said that he sent his product to all his makeup artist friends, hoping they'd use it on some of their clients, and they did.
I got my final samples from the lab a couple of months ago. One of the first things that I did was text a couple of celebrity makeup artist friends and ask if I could send them a little package. I made it super clear there was no pressure to post or use them, but if they did get a chance to play, I would love to hear their honest thoughts and feedback. It's been a couple of months, but I cannot believe some of the faces that Painted has ended up on, all before we launch next week.
Now, here's the thing. I really hope these makeup artists let their clients know that they would end up being in a James Charles video using their endorsement to sell his product. It just seems a bit strange to me if he's using all these celebrity endorsements when they probably don't even know they're wearing his stuff. As for James preparing for launch day, things actually got off to a bit of a rocky start. The truck that was transporting James's PR packages actually flipped over on the highway and crashed.
This package was supposed to arrive a week ago, but the truck that was delivering them crashed and then flipped over on the freeway. I wish I was kidding. My new makeup brand launches in 3 days, and take a guess at what's inside of here. My PR kits, so we have to figure out how to make this work.
And people in the comments were like, is the truck driver okay? Like, James didn't even think to mention the status of the driver delivering his packages. He replied to someone in the comments and confirmed that the driver is okay, but people still found it strange how he seemed more annoyed that his PR kits were late instead of how scary a truck crash on the highway would be. I'm sure it's annoying to have things be late, but time and place.
Oh my God, time and place. And you did it at my birthday dinner.
James was able to make up some PR kits for his local influencer friends, and he spent his Saturday hand delivering them. He stopped at Manny MUA's house, and he even stopped by Tana Mojo's house.
Training orders are off. Who would have ever thought that you would be at my house with flowers? James, my painted princess, painted prince. We don't gender range. These are beautiful. Her makeup looks great.
Thank you.
Paint it. It is blueprint.
Oh my God, no. It's like opening a bottle, which you do a lot of.
You know it's gonna be like black and blue and brown and like one. I'm gonna have it 6 years from now. I'm really proud of you. I'm 10 times more proud of our journey.
It's been a journey.
Now, before launch day, a lot of information started to come out online about the lab behind Painted. Kevin James Bennett did a little bit of digging into Painted, and what he found was pretty shocking. Kevin James Bennett has been in the cosmetics industry for years. He's developed products, he's an Emmy award-winning MUA, he knows what he's talking about. Do you guys remember that emergency with my makeup brand video that James posted? In that video, when he was showing the chemists working on his product, he actually showed the lab's name on their lab coats. Since Kevin has been in the industry for quite some time now, he knows a thing or two when it comes to different labs and the reputation they have, and apparently it's alleged to not be the best in his opinion. Kevin pointed out how James said in his launch video that he was still working on perfecting the formula of his paints up until only a week ago. Well, I'm guessing James was trying to make it sound like that was a good thing to show how deeply he cares for the formula. Kevin James Bennett says that timeline is actually concerning and could leave us with another fuzzy lipstick situation. He wrote, James shared some very concerning information about manufacturing the Create Paints product in his video Painted the Full Reveal. He stated that to ensure everything was perfect, he was still making changes and adjustments to the formula until the end of last week. That would be July 29th, 2023. That statement is extremely problematic. Each adjustment to a cosmetic formula requires a new round of stability testing before it goes into production. Standard stability testing is typically 12 weeks. In a pinch, a lab can perform fast stability where a formula is tested under extreme conditions for only 4 to 6 weeks. After a formula passes stability testing, the manufacturer will do a pilot batch of each shade. A pilot batch is typically 10 liters to ensure scaling up of the approved, stable formula is successful before the product goes into full production. Successful pilot batches are often used as a PR/press run sent to beauty editors, celebrities, and influencers. If James was adjusting the formula as late as July 29th and the product's launch is August 7th, there was no stability testing and no pilot batching. Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics took their lipstick formula from a different lab to a manufacturer and requested they copy and manufacture it for sale in 8 weeks. The smart manufacturer declined. Oxygen Development took the order, didn't do proper stability testing, and had horrible quality control. This caused Lipstick Gate. I know which manufacturer is producing James' products. They already have a reputation for terrible QC and contaminated products. Create Paint's opaque white tubes might hide their mistakes, but if no stability testing was done, what happens after this product sits around for a few months? Painted Gate? Or did James lie about the last-minute changes? Have Create Paints been sitting in a warehouse while he went on a redemption tour? Looking at you at Cosmopolitan. When James said that, I even remember thinking, that sounds way too quick to adjust a formula and then jump into a launch, and I don't even know anything about cosmetics. It's like the video that he posted about that emergency with his makeup brand. How can you just adjust the yellow paint, approve it, and suddenly be ready to go? If you've been working on it for the past 4 years and there's still some issues popping up, who's to say there still isn't an issue? The timeline just seems off. Kevin also made a post about the lab James is using and how he left the name in on his emergency brand video. He wrote, I mentioned how the manufacturer producing his Create paints and noted that they've been cited for quality control problems and production contamination. And if they think my statement is libelous, I have former clients of theirs who would be happy to verify this, so don't bother with a cease and desist. Ever since I mentioned I know the manufacturer, I've been flooded with DMs begging to know who it is guessing incorrectly. Folks, James posted a video on TikTok with the answer in plain sight. So suppose the launch of Create Paints goes sideways and James blames a manufacturer. You know who he's throwing under the bus. As soon as Kevin James Bennett pointed the lab out, James quickly deleted the TikTok, even though it already had millions of views. Now let's talk about the actual launch day. James said right at launch, there were people all over the world shopping his Create Paints.
What the f, you guys? This is insane! Look at everybody. Oh my god! We're live on painted.co. Oh my god, you guys. Look at everybody on the website right now. This is insanity. Oh my god. Worldwide, baby. International shipping at painted.co.
He sold out of ink in 8 minutes and cold brew in 9, and he later sold out of Pinky Promise and Ghosted. The rest of the shades at the time of recording this are still in stock. Something I noticed when I was looking at his website is just how unaffordable his products are if you're shopping from outside of the US. James said that everything was going to be super affordable. Everyone was saying that they're so much cheaper than what's on the market already, and that might be true if you're from the US. In Canada, his Create Paints came to $21 per tube before tax, and his brushes are $55. Now, that's not even the crazy part. Shipping to Canada, literally a country attached to the US, would cost $31. I've bought from American online stores before that don't have free shipping to Canada, and I've never seen shipping that high. I was expecting to maybe see $10 or even $15, but $31 is crazy. The night of the launch, James ended up having a launch party at a venue called Pluto LA. You just know James must have spent a lot of money on this party because their website says it'll cost anywhere from $7,500 to $25,000 to rent their space for the night. As for influencers who went, I honestly thought my For You page would be another get ready with me for Michaela's wedding situation, but I didn't come across even one video from anyone. Some people were posting over on Instagram like Lila, and James shared a few videos and pictures from the night, but I didn't see as many people as I thought I would see there. I know James was pushing his product on TikTok over YouTube and clearly wanted to tap into his audience over there, so I was expecting to see some larger TikTok creators, but so far, I haven't really seen much. Still, it sounded like James had a good time, he seemed happy about the launch and how everything played out. Something interesting I caught on to was James was claiming that he already ordered more product before he even launched the first batch, so he's going to be having a restock very soon.
I am just feeling so grateful and so excited for tonight. I really didn't know how this launch was going to go, and I was really nervous. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It has been years since I have sold anything or put my name on anything, and I didn't know how people were going to react, but this day really wasn't anticipating a sellout today, but I knew that if any color was going to do better than the others, it was of course going to be the black. But not only did it sell out, it sold out in 8 minutes. 8 minutes, and cold brew sold out in 9. I've already been getting tons of questions on when a restock is coming because people are very upset that they were not able to get ink in cold brew, but actually I have an answer for you guys. As the business owner when getting ready for this launch, I have to be the one to make the decision on how many units we're actually going to order from the manufacturer to stock on the website. I chose a number for this launch that I was confident I could sell through over the course of a couple of weeks, but I really did not think I was going to sell out, but in case I did, I actually ordered double the number of tubes. That way I could skip months of the process, send the tubes right over to the lab to get them filled for a restock in a couple of weeks.
We all know that influencers and even big name makeup brands do this all the time. They only launch with a small limited number of products, they claim that they sold out, and then within like a week, they'll announce another restock. If they truly only ordered a certain amount of products, they wouldn't be able to restock that quickly. By only releasing a small amount at launch, they create this urgency and false hype around the product. But a lot of people have caught on to that now. I think James is trying to get ahead of that by claiming he already ordered more product, and that's why we'll see a restock soon. In reality, my guess is he probably only released a small amount of whatever he ordered to ensure it looks like he sold out. It creates fear of missing out and urgency, and then he'll just release the rest of it in like a week. It would be way too risky to pre-order even more stock before you even know how the first round would go. I don't know. I just don't buy it. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about everything down below, and I'll see you next time.